noticed during our encounter with King Kong and those dinosaurs that Tram Car 5 met an untimely end? Did you see those folks get ripped off of our tram and pulled onto screen? Yeah. Don't feel too bad for the people on board Tram Car 5. It was actually Peter Jackson's kids and the creative team at Weta Digital. They had a great time being attacked by those dinosaurs. Now, when that tram appeared on screen, it became what we call in the industry a picture car. A picture car is any vehicle that appears on screen, whether it's in the background or featured more prominently in the film. Coming up, folks, on your left-hand side, Rob and I are going to show you some of our favorite Universal picture cars. That first car there is the kit car from the 2008 Knight Rider series, next to Tom Selleck's Ferrari from Magna PI. We call it a faux Rari here on the back lot, though, because it's the shell of a Ferrari and the engine of a Volkswagen. This pink Ford Edsel from Back to the Future 2 has hover converters on it that were supposed to be available in 2015. I don't know about you, but my car still doesn't fly. Oh, but a car that certainly can fly. That's Mr. Weasley's car from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It's the one Ron and Harry flew to Hogwarts after missing the train. You're right, it is new. New to us as of 2 weeks ago. Yeah. This gyrosphere right here is from Jurassic World. And the last few in our lineup are the military-style vehicles from Transformers, the last of which looks like a tank. It's called a Bradley Fighting Vehicle. Now look closely, folks, when you get to it, because it's made out of plywood. A lot of vehicles that you see on the screen are made of plywood or other lightweight materials, especially if we're going to blow them up or if we're never going to drive them. Why worry about lugging a very heavy piece of equipment to location or wherever you're going to go when it's not going to be driven? Or why worry about the danger of blowing up a real heavy piece of machinery when instead you can just use plywood and use post-production to make the rest look better? Now, Jurassic fans, did you notice anything missing from the gyrosphere I showed you? What was missing? Yeah, the glass, yeah. Now, here's a secret for you. There was never any glass on the gyrosphere. We added it in post-production using computer-generated imagery, or CGI. The reflection and the glare from the lights and the camera equipment would have really made it look terrible on the screen. So instead, we just added it in with CGI. Now, Jurassic World knew just what to do with that CGI technology because the Jurassic Park dinosaurs are the original innovators of CGI. So folks, without further ado, it's my immense pleasure.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
On either side of the tram, you're catching a glimpse of sets and props from Steven Spielberg's original Jurassic Park trilogy. This boat on your right-hand side survived a Spinosaurus attack. The mobile lab coming up on your left-hand side was seen dangling off the side of a cliff in the Lost World Jurassic Park. And in these cages, I thought I had. Folks, do me a favor. Holler if you see a Dilophosaurus. Terrible joke I told you on the front lot when I said, this is a parking structure. We use it to park cars. Do you remember? Okay. I know it's a bad joke, but it is effective because you remember that parking structure. And did you know that parking structure is actually a filming location from the Lost World Jurassic Park? The mobile lab that you saw moments ago on your left-hand side was never dangled off the side of a cliff. Oh no, instead it was very carefully suspended over the side of that parking structure with a crane. Our greens department came in and used a lot of the techniques that you see on either side of the tram to make the side of the building look just like the side of a cliff. If you look closely, some of these tree trunks and greenery might be a little more fake than you originally thought. A lot of it is made out of foam rubber, fiberglass, chicken wire, and the like. Same stuff that dinosaur back there is made out of, Barbara, our Spinosaurus. And foam rubber and fiberglass is also the same materials that we used to make all those buildings you peeked at on our Metro sets. Now, fans of Jurassic Park know that weather plays a large role in the films. Anytime it rains, you're bound to see a dinosaur. Well, here in Southern California, we don't get a whole lot of rain, so when we need it for the movies, we have to make it ourselves. Hey, car 2. Hi, car 3. Hey, car 4. All right, Rob's doing us a big favor right now. We're going to pull into our old Mexico sets so that we can give you a live Hollywood weather effects demonstration. Alright, here we go. The thunder that you're hearing is coming from speakers that we've hit around. And the lightning is from special lights we call flash boxes that are around here as well. Those long, skinny poles on the roofs of the buildings and in the trees have sprinklers on top. That's where the rain's coming from. Now just remember, it's an illusion. If you look to your left, it's raining. If you look to your right, it's not raining. Car 3, I promise it's not raining. We just have extra rain coming off the roof of that building. Now the thunder we're hearing is here just for us on the tram. If we were filming out here today, you wouldn't hear much of anything at all. Only about 15% of what you hear in any movie was recorded at the time of filming. Folks, that does not sound good. Everybody take cover. We've got a flash flood heading straight for the tram. Now that flash flood was actually the result of thousands of gallons of recycled water being pumped out of tanks at the top of the hill up there. You can see it featured on your screen now in Big Fat Liar, starring Frankie Muniz and Paul Giamatti. You cannot run the walk, kid! You know, we'll see about that. Now, the man falling in that flood isn't actually Paul Giamatti. Instead, it's a stunt double. Somebody who looks like Paul who took the fall apart. When Lady Gaga used our flash flood to film her Judas music video, she did not use a stunt double. Instead, she just took off her high heels and let the water wash all over her. All right, folks, we are leaving Mexico behind, and we are headed into the Old West. Welcome, everybody, to 6 Points, Texas.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal Lot.
I wonder this is where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot here.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town when the getting good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, Fallon.
Oh, you can count on it, fella. Now get.
This is a beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Sounds like that, doesn't it?
If you recognize this portion of the back lot, it could be because it's also the set of Quentin Tarantino's ninth movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. Now, folks, there's a whole lot of illusions that we are pulling on you here on our back lot, and one of them is just to the left-hand side of our tram right now. This cute little body of water is known as Park Lake, but it's been seen as the entire Pacific Ocean in the 1960 series McHale's Navy. All you need are really little boats, and then the water looks really, really big. The hardest part is making sure the ducks stay away from filming because they always ruin the illusion. But actually, I think I have some footage of filming over here. You can see how we do that with scale models. This is for Skull Island, folks. Those darn ducks, y'all. Those darn ducks. Now, across the lake, you'll find sound stages 24 through 27. That's where we filmed The Voice with coaches Blake Shelton, Kelly Clarkson, Ariana Grande, and John Legend. And it's now being used by Kelly Clarkson and Snoop Dogg for the show American Song Contest. Now, Park Lake has been more than just the Pacific Ocean. It's also where we filmed Showboat and the 1954 3D Creature classic, Creatures from the Black Lagoon. Creature, singular creature. Here at Universal, we are the